might move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Packers 28, Buccaneers 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll try the right side with Jones. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady again. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
4 seconds, all that remain here in his first half as the kick gets away.
Fair catch. Made on the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, set.
The final shot before half for Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Packers take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42, Buccaneers 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Brady to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Quez Watkins, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Packers just continue to roll.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Buccaneers 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Brady gives this to White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brady going to throw. He completes it to Evans. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after this...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, take 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing now is Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, that's... Cover!
Now Brady got to have this one. Underneath, he's got Brate. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 44, Brady. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Quez Watkins
From 4 yards out.
and the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Shotgun now for Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Devontae Wyatt
In there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
pulled in at the 24.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Rodgers throwing here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open, because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni at the fire, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, that's how you know we lit. Grrr,